Republicans would cut the deficit by more than $400 billion over the next decade, bringing domestic discretionary spending to its lowest share of our economy since Dwight Eisenhower was president. Let me repeat that. That was our president announcing his 2012 budget. And indeed, let's repeat that and note a few things he didn't say. While around 22 million Americans are looking for work, and almost 62 million workers are working for sub-poverty wages, while 1 out of 3 kids is living in poverty and nearly 3 million families lost their homes just last year, while spending on war grows another $118 billion this year, and military contractors like Lockheed Martin and Boeing see record profits, and while studies show that $2.2 trillion is needed to bring infrastructure to even the basic levels that businesses need, domestic spending will be at its lowest level since Dwight Eisenhower? Between 1979 and 2005, the CBO numbers show the average after-tax income of households in the top 0.01% quintupled from just over 4 million to nearly 24.3 million. In 2009, as millions of workers lost their jobs on Wall Street, at the 38 biggest firms, investors and execs earned $140 billion, the highest sum on record. James Madison famously wrote that this new American republic was to be, quote, a government which derives all its powers directly or indirectly from the great body of the people, not aristocratic privilege or hereditary right. Yet in 2010, undisclosed private donors and multinational corporations funneled millions of dollars anonymously into our media, saturating the airwaves and skewing an election. And as all this has been shaping up, Jacob Hacker and Paul Pearson point out, government not only failed to push back the tide rising at the top, but, quote, put its thumb on the scale hard on the side of those who had more weight, close quote. While all that, this share of spending will be at its lowest level since Dwight Eisenhower warned of the anti-democratic threat of a runaway military-industrial complex. We should be ashamed to let our president get away with this, and he should be ashamed of proposing it.